This video was originally supposed to be the long-awaited Chainsaw Man Part 2 video, but I got lazy and now this video is an amalgamation of many videos jammed into one video about mini manga, specifically 3. I wanted to make a longer, more comprehensive, more tidy, more neat, more thought-out Chainsaw Man video, so that's going to take a while to produce, but in the meantime you have this video. To top the video off, we have Cooperative Life, aka Konsundo Siki, a story about a little girl that escapes from the clutches of an abusive aunt searching for a place to stay when she stumbles upon a empty house that's not really empty, that has a flesh-eating monster in it that's essentially the Venom symbiote from Marvel Comics, that forces this nameless little girl to be jailbait to innocent bystanders that want to help her, and predators that want to perform episodes of Law & Order SVU upon her body, with her being the victim, meaning she entices people back into this very suspicious, decrepit apartment where they are eaten and tortured alive, because that's what the monster likes to do, torture and eat people. Which leaves the question, why doesn't the nameless girl leave the house and not come back? I have no clue, but let's just assume living with the monster that Simi provides is better than going back to a physically abusive parent than living on the street. But as the story goes on, she starts off with animals because she's apprehensive against killing humans, but that doesn't really work out for the monster, so she has to go to humans immediately after that, and ultimately finds a sexual deviant that likes to prey on kids, like that insane teacher from Happy Sugar Life, and feeds him to the monster, where then she steals the predator's wallet and buys a melon snack, which tastes really good. But as the bodies continually pile up throughout the story, she really doesn't care anymore. She's basically thrown all ethics out the window, and eventually starts killing cops, starts killing grannies, starts killing other kids, and this story ends with this little girl becoming a sadist with a nigh unmeasurable body count because she's a monster. The end. The next story is Mercy, a one-shot about immortals that arrived on Earth 500 years ago that were celebrated and worshipped until they began to use humanity for their own ends, then became reviled as monsters, which caused a now immortal girl hybrid to hunt her own kind in their deep layers to bring about the end of their reign of terror. Admittedly, this book wears its inspiration on its sleeves, with the story's cryptic nature and overall structure resembling Bloodborne. All we know about the story is that there's a city, and like Made in the Abyss, at the center of this city there's an abyss where God knows what happens at the very bottom. And like Bloodborne, hunters are dispatched to kill all the evil things. Like people using religion to tell people one thing, then secretly using those said believers from that said religion the priest made up for their evil machinations and experiments and whatever twisted logic said evil priest has. Which is really evil, twisted, and horrible monsters. Now, because this story is incomplete, I have no idea what's going on, but also what can be inferred from the story is that the immortal angel wanted to die, so he/she, or they, tortured and killed those people to get the main character's attention, where then the main character traveled down this possibly endless hole to go kill the evil angel monster. Oh yeah, she saves this little girl too, and there's a happy ending. So yeah, there's Mercy, that's it, the end. The next and final incomplete manga series that's disturbing, which I'll talk about, is Killer and Immortal Target, a book I'm surprised I haven't written. Essentially, this book is about how can you kill a person that can't die, and even worse than that, how do you kill that said person that can't die, that cares about you, and is more loving and caring than anyone you've ever met in your life. But then again, you still have to torture him and kill him in very sadistic and very unconventional and unusual ways. In short, this book is very reminiscent of Gunslinger Girls. It's about women that were abused in very horrible ways, then they become assassins and hit out on assassinations missions, but one time they meet this really nice person and it turns into a black comedy adventure where the assassin girl that's trying to kill the guy that's a mafia boss is hanging out with the mafia boss because the mafia boss is immortal and he cares about the little girl's well-being, but the little girl is so callous and unemotional at times that it's hard to know if she's ever really developing as a character and learning to love and care about things again. But the story is pretty much really simple. She goes to try to kill him, torture, kill. Some other guy tries to show up and try to kill him, but he fails horribly, so little girl assassin takes him out, and that's pretty much the end of the story. That's where it ends. It just stops. I don't know why it stops, but I was really interested to see what happens next. But unfortunately, that's how the series ends for whatever reason. But hey, Chainsaw Man Part 2 video. It's coming out. It's coming soon. It'll be here when it's ready.